Family meals are easier said than done some days, especially once you throw in all the after-school activities and everything, but they still play an important role. So this morning, Beth Eggleston is helping us celebrate Family Meals Month. She's a nutrition education specialist with Meijer. Beth, thanks for joining us this morning.
So happy to be here.
Oh, we're glad to have you. So obviously, I mean, it's hard to fit in sometimes, but is there still some real value in eating together as a family?
There is so much value in eating together as a family. In fact, families that eat together, their children tend to do better in school, have better self-esteem, and engage in less risky behavior.
Awesome. I had no idea that was part of it.
Yeah.
Are there some health benefits to it too?
There certainly are. Children and adolescents that eat with their families tend to be less overweight and obese. They tend to have a higher nutrient quality of their diets. And there is research coming out that's showing that kids and adolescents that eat with their families have lower symptoms of depression. So a lot of mental health pieces too, and are better connected with their family. They have better relationships with their parents or the adults in their lives.
Wow, that's really interesting stuff. So I mentioned how obviously busy some of these afternoons and evenings can be for all us parents out there. So how important is it then to have a plan things out in advance so you know what you're doing before you stand there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon panicking?
Everybody has the panic moment, I will say that, but people do not plan to fail, they simply fail to plan. About 63% of Americans actually figure out what they're going to eat within the hour that they are eating it. So if we can step back from there and have a plan in place, that's going to make way for a lot healthier meals, more balanced and nutrition-rich meals as well. I put this here on our display here today. This is just a little whiteboard we keep on our fridge at home. I was going to erase it and write it all in nice handwriting, but I thought, no, let's be real. This is what real life looks like. And so it's kind of messy, it's kind of jumbled, things have been erased, but it's what life is. Life is messy. And so what I try to do to make meal planning a little bit easier in our house is to have themes for different days of the week. For example, salmon is one of the only foods, if you can imagine this, that everyone in my family will eat. So we have salmon Sundays. So it's just an easy way to kind of make you go on autopilot and you don't have to think so much about what types of things you're going to make for the week.
It's a great idea. I love it. So I see you have some food there in front of you on the table there. Is any advice for parents out there to help us out with that?
Absolutely, that's why I'm here. I'm a registered dietitian, so I'm always into healthy food. So if you go to Meijer.com, there's a click on the banner at the top, there's a button that says recipes, and that will bring you to our recipe hub. And there you can choose healthier recipes that are actually shoppable. So you can click, 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 put those things right into your cart. The thing that I made from the recipe hub is our roasted butternut squash penne. And it's a little bit healthier because not only do you have spinach and butternut squash in it, I used a high protein penne pasta. And then I used a low fat yogurt or non-fat yogurt to make kind of a creamy Alfredo with a little bit of cream cheese in it. I believe the recipe calls for mascarpone, but cream cheese works just as well.
That is amazing. So what is your best advice out there for somebody who, as they go into the grocery store, I am notorious and I get a lot of flack at home for it. I never go with a list. I go to see what inspires me. Probably not the best idea. Is it important to know, I guess, what meals you want? Plan that out before you even make your grocery store trip?
I think yes, that goes with the planning piece. Plus, if you're just throwing things willy-nilly into your cart, you're going to probably have a lot of food waste. And that's something we're really trying to lower as well, because for environmental reasons, for monetary reasons too, as food prices continue to be an issue, having a list health-wise, staying around the perimeter of the grocery store is going to be your best bet, because that's where you're going to get all your fruits and vegetables, your low-fat meats, low-fat dairy, whole grains. Well, those are more in the aisles, but staying around the perimeter is just a really good rule to follow.
All right, great advice. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Beth. We appreciate it. And Meijer.com is the place to go to get the recipes and everything online, right?
That is correct, Meijer.com.
All right, perfect. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great day, okay?
You too. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. So there you go. Now you're a little bit more prepared, and preparation is key when it comes to trying to figure out what to have on the dinner table each night.